So one day I'm out in my driveway and I put a piece of shade fabric on the outside corner of my windshield of my truck, put a magnet there, one on the inside, and I was tugging on it. As I was doing that, my son pulls in from college and he said, "Hey Dad, what the heck are you doing?" I said, "This is gonna save our house and keep you in college." And that's literally where the idea started. My father was Vice President, National Sales Manager of Hunckler Products, which was in Huntington, Indiana. So every summer when we were out of school, he'd buy a motorhome and then we would travel the United States to visit his reps. As a matter of fact, when I was 15 years old with a beginner's permit, I was driving a Class A across the Golden Gate Bridge. That's where I got my start.
So I've always loved sewing. I was sewing wedding gowns when I was 16 years old. I worked for designers, decorators, and then I started to have kids, so I really wanted to stay home with the children, so I learned how to do draperies. When we moved here, I was just getting back into doing the draperies and starting something here when we abruptly decided that we were going to change direction.
I was working at an RV dealership in Greenville, South Carolina. And then after that, Featherlight Luxury Coaches hired me to run the facility here in North Carolina.
We started doing things for the motor coaches. Like sometimes a sale for a motor coach would depend on whether I could change the interior of it.
And so they would bring a coach in and they'd ask me, "Hey Roger, you know anybody that can recover this sofa?" So yeah, we can do that, Claire can do that. "Can you make some shades for our coach?" And so that's easy. So we made snap shades. I loved how the shades worked on the coach, what they actually did. But I hated the snaps. I hated the idea of being on a ladder. And of course, 2008 was a bad time economically for the country. At 50 years old, I found myself out of a job, and I was sitting in my house all by myself. We had kids in college, no income, bad economy, and I was trying to think of a way where we could do the shade systems without the use of a ladder, with no snaps, no drilling holes. And I literally, this idea dropped into my head. I said, I wonder if there's such thing as a super magnet.
So when he came up with this idea and he approached me, I was busy. I was working on a big job with my sister Margaret, and finally Margaret took pity on poor Roger and said, "Claire, I'll listen to the ad. Roger, I'll listen. You know, tell me what you got, Roger." And then she came to me and said, "I'm gonna tell you one thing, sister. If you don't partner with him, I'm going to." So I said, "Wait, what?" And that's when I actually took a look at it and said, "Okay, I'll make you the first one."
Yeah, we made the first Magne Shade on a friend's coach, which was very archaic compared to what we're doing today. But it actually worked.
Same general idea, not
same
a lot
general
has
idea.
changed.
I told Claire, we're not going to be the cheapest in town, but we are going to be the best. We're going to make the best shade out there in the industry, and we're going to back it up and give the best customer service. I mean, it was very tough financially for us in the beginning, and our margins were very small. We were in a 1,200 square foot garage, and this garage leaked every time it rained, and every time the heater came on, we thought the building was going to explode. This is the working conditions, very tight. But in the beginning, we would sit there with silver markers and draw pockets all night long and then cut them out with scissors, get a little stack. Well, now our CNC machines, I can cut 5,000 pockets in minutes. So it's pretty neat where we've come as far as production.
We had all these people in our lives that were supportive and encouraging, and just they believed in us. They really did.
Claire and I developed the product, but Claire and I can't do it by ourselves, we know that. The success of our business is from the people we're around.
We've had some great employees that have been with us for a very long time.
Like our kids, all 5 of our kids are in the business in some respect. Anthony is our youngest. He is actually the one who developed the yacht shade trade. One of the things I can remember, I bring up my dad again, and he said, "Roger," he said, "you do the right thing, provide the highest quality customer service, best product, say what you mean what you say. That's the reward. It's knowing that we're doing the right thing out here."
Yeah, that was just second nature to us. It's got to be right.
Yeah.
If you're going to do something, do it right the first time. That was what my dad always preached to all
And
of
we're
us
only
kids.
human. We make mistakes at times.
We do. We do.
It's not. It's all in how you handle the mistake. It's been gratifying to see the reaction we get from our customers who know we really care about what we're doing, and we care about them enjoying the product that we make.